you thought about it. You asked us if we can do this Zoom, and we're so happy. Everybody in Israel really, really love Jeff Roberti, the legend, the
The
legendary.
legend and the heart. It's not only a legend, also the heart of Jeff.
And so for us, it's really privileged to be here with you. Although a lot of us will see you next week in Berlin. So whoever is coming to Berlin, you can just put in the chat, and we will see Jeff there. Jonathan, will you be there too?
I will not, unfortunately. I really tried to make it happen, but unfortunately, I will not, though. But mad love and respect to all of you that are on the call here. And it's our honor and it's our privilege to be on here with you this evening. So we're excited.
Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. So we will start.
We have a great momentum here in Israel right now, and we want to kick off with this call with you, Jeff. Um, we want really to take 2025. We know it can um, impact the 10 years of every one of us if we will really take it seriously as we want it and put the effort. And I know the company is in the right direction right now. And we want, to hear from you a little bit. But I don't know if everyone knows you. So a little bit about your story, where you came from, how many years you're here with us. It will be great if you can share with us.
Well, thank you. And hello, everyone in Israel. It's my pleasure to be with you guys tonight. I do have my brother on, Dr. Jonathan Roberti. He's the younger, better looking, and smarter version of me. He's definitely got some great stuff to share with you guys tonight as well. But I love Israel, Roy, Liat. I love the people there. I love the culture, the food. When I came over there on tour with Simon, it was my favorite stop of the 7 country tour that we did. Just really, really, really love it. And Simon and I are talking about doing another tour, possibly in September. And the first one on the list is Israel. You guys know that. We love you guys. So Simon and I both, and I look forward to seeing all of you in Berlin. Those of you that are coming for Berlin. It's going to be a moment in time, a defining moment in our Juice Plus careers. I truly believe that. But I got started with the company. I came from some very humble beginnings. I did not come from a higher education or any experience or any background or any money. But I was very hungry. I had a burning desire, a willingness to work, and was teachable. And had a very, very good work ethic, Roy, Leon. No matter what I did, whether I was waiting tables or mowing lawns or working construction or cleaning pools, I always was the best at it. I always took pride in whatever I did. So I was literally, when I got out of high school, was praying to God to bring me something, to give me a sign of something where I could go out there and be my own boss and earn what I was worth and build my own business and be able to go out there and make a difference in the world, do something that really counted, something that mattered. And a friend of mine shared with me the product. I was a customer first. That's how I got introduced to this company and this opportunity as a satisfied customer. And I guess the thing I will share with you is some of you might say, well, it hasn't happened for me as fast as it has happened for some other people. But you never know. Success could be closer than you think. You never know who the next person is you're going to talk to, because my sponsor, the guy that introduced me, had been in the business for almost 3 years and only got up to sales coordinator. And it wasn't working for him. And he prejudged whether this 24-year-old ex-broke waiter was going to do anything. And he quit the business my very first month. You guys could all say huge mistake, because he left a fortune on the table and he went to another network marketing company. And he's been in probably a dozen other companies since then, just kind of bouncing around from company to company. So you just never know. But I was a customer first, got excited about the products. I went to a meeting. I saw average people earning above average incomes. And I went home that night and said to myself, if they can do it, I can do it. And a couple questions you want to ask yourself, especially if you're new or if you've been around for a while. Number one, can you do it? Yes, you can. If I can do it, if Roy can do it, Liat can do it, all the other stories over there in Israel, you've heard if Dr. Jonathan Roberti can do it, you can do it too. And the second part of that question would be, is it worth my time? Yes, it is. Because you can do something here, not only that you can create financial independence for you and your family, but help a lot of people in the process. And I'll never forget, I met a guy named Zig Ziglar, a good old boy out of Dallas, Texas. And it kind of sums up our business, our profession, the network marketing profession. If you help enough other people get what they want out of life, you'll have everything you want out of life. The business is never about you. It's always about the person in front of you. And I also met another guy named Jim Rohn, the late, great Jim Rohn. And he said, Jeff, for things to change, you got to change. And for things to get better, you've got to get better. Your products work. Your marketing system works. The only variable is the you part. The you part, how do you feel about the products? How do you feel about the opportunity? But most importantly, how do you feel about your own financial future? So I tore up my list of excuses, Roy. When I got started, everybody's got excuses. I'm only 24. I don't have any money. I don't have any education. I don't have any experience. But I tore that list of excuses up because I realized, Jeff, you can make excuses or you can make some money, but you can't make both. All excuses, all distractions are equal. And I have to tell you, you guys are incredible. Not only the challenges we've had with the digital, but what you're going through with the war and all these challenges you're dealing with, and still growing and sharing this product and making a difference in so many people's lives over there. It's just unbelievable. And matter of fact, we want to highlight one of the top stories over in Berlin from Israel that we'll be doing as well. But for me, I got started. I started sharing the product. I started sharing the opportunity. And here's the thing. I decided that I was going to, and get this down in your notes, employ yourself. I employed myself. I held myself accountable. I said, you know what, Jeff? You've got to go out there and lead by example. You've got to be the best partner on your team. In other words, people in your organization don't do what you tell them to do. They do what you do. They watch your feet, not your lips. So I came from a position of strength, had that voice of authority, just went out there and started sharing this. But here was the big thing. Get out of your head. The longest journey in life is from the head to the heart. Get in your heart. Become a servant leader. Go out there and share. I look at Juice Plus, that box of Juice Plus, like it's got a big red bow on the box, and I'm sharing, not selling, sharing the gift of health. And so it's never about going out there and trying to sell somebody. I'm just telling them how I take care of my health, how I took self-responsibility, and how you can do the same. And so you go out there as the servant leader and putting other people's needs, their needs ahead of your own, adding value to their lives, and creating these raving fan relationships. So I went out there and started sharing the product and took all out massive action, started sharing and some of my customers became my best partners. I would retail to recruit. But I would tell them about the opportunity immediately. Say, look, if this makes sense to you, this common sense product, why would you not want to go out there and share this with everyone? Because when you know what you know about Juice Plus, it's not an opportunity, it's a responsibility. How could you not share this product with someone? So I started retailing, I started recruiting, I started to build a team, and then I just stayed in the production stage and just kept doing it over and over again in different markets around the United States. Then I went to Canada, and then when Europe opened, I went over to Europe and just kept sharing and building and building and building. And here's how I look at it. As your business grows, as your income, your check starts to grow, it's a measuring stick on the amount of lives that you've had an impact on, either directly or indirectly. And so I go to bed at night and I thank God every night for this opportunity and these products that I can go out there and serve and make a difference in the world. I love what the Bible says. Find a way to serve the many, for service to the many leads to greatness. And you've got something here that you can go out there and make a difference. People ask me all the time, Jeff, you've already made your fortune. Why are you still doing this? Why are you still here today? And yes, when I came into the business, I'll be honest with you, it was out of desperation. I needed things to change in my life financially. Today, it's strictly out of inspiration, to never forget where you came from, Jeff, to pay it forward, to go out there and not only have the success, but have fulfillment, meaning, purpose, and fulfillment, where you go out there and you get to help other people realize their dreams in this company. So that's why I stayed plugged in, because I truly love what I do. When you love what you do and you get to add value to people's lives, there's nothing like it. And here's what I love is when I get a new person, I put my arms around them. I sell hope. I believe in sign here, win here. I believe in you. Let's do this together. Not you go do it. Let's do it together. And you help that person work their way up the scale in our marketing plan. And a few years later, you see them walk the stage as a new NMD. Right. And they thank you for believing in them, maybe even more than they believed in themselves. And like the Visa commercial over here, it's priceless. It's emotional and spiritual revenue. Our business, we are rich in relationships, the Juice Plus family, the company with a heart. We've got this beautiful culture that we have and community and belonging, and we lift each other up. It's such a beautiful business to be in. But the relationships, the love and connection, the growth, the personal growth. Aren't you the happiest in life when you're growing and there's progress? And then the contribution piece of it. To do something that counts, something that matters, something that's mission-driven, cause-oriented. You're making a difference in the world. I just love the business. Just love it. And that's why I stay plugged in. Because I get to keep going out there and making an impact, making a difference in the world. So that's just a little bit about my story. The success and the financial part is just one piece of it. That's just one piece of it. The real joy, the real gift, like Roy and Liat, when we were in Chicago together at the trip of a lifetime, it's the love, it's the connection, it's the relationships, it's the growth, the contribution, all these things that really matter. And it's just it's just so rewarding. And some of my best friends are from all over the world with Juice Plus. You know, I have my local friends, but my Juice Plus family, my extended family. Here's what Juice Plus is. Get this down in your notes. That little capsule, Juice Plus is love in a capsule. That's what we market. We market love in a capsule, guys.
Amazing. And I can say that we know you for 12 years now.
13.
13, almost 13 years.
Yeah.
And it's not changing. What you say, it's exactly the way you are. And this is exactly the way we see you. And it's getting better and better every year. So it's amazing. I have to ask you a question that I didn't write before. I just popped my head. So it's like a בוחן פתע, איך אומרים? A surprise question. Just I have. So many leaders in our industry move and go. I don't know if there is any leader in the world that stayed in one place as you do. And how come you are here, you were here, and we all know that you will always be here? How come you didn't have this fever of after 10 years or 15 or 20, just saying, okay, I did the success, I will do it there and there. You didn't jump, you never jumped.
Right,
okay,
right.
I'm asking this? Just
and that's a great question. That really is a great question. And I have to say, Liat, I've known you guys for 13 years, and you keep looking younger and younger every time I see you. Whatever you're doing, you figured out how to, with the Juice Plus, how to reverse the aging process. It's incredible. You got that Juice Plus glow. You can tell people to take the product consistently every day. They're glowing. It's beautiful. But to answer your question, why did I stay? Did I have some ups and downs, guys? Have I had some challenges? Do you think my business has gone like this? No, it's been like a yo-yo, up and down, up and down, not only in my business, but in my personal life. But I put my blinders on. I didn't get distracted. I stayed focused on the long-term vision. When I first started 38 years ago, our products were different then. We were in the environmental business. We marketed air and water filtration products, clean water, clean air. And that was a multi-billion-dollar product line for us. But we went through some transitions there. And I lost a lot of people, a lot of marketing directors, hundreds of marketing directors. And I had to start over and rebuild. I had to rebuild from basically my sales dropped way down. And I stayed the course with Jay. I said, you know what? I love this company. I'm not jumping ship. I'm not going anywhere else. The grass is not greener on the other side of the fence. It still has to be mowed no matter what. And I stayed and I rebuilt it with Juice Plus, and it's bigger and better than ever. So, you know, you can't let the shiny new penny get you that's out there. You know, here's something that's a shiny object. So many of my friends have said, Jeff, how could you be with one company now for over 38 years? 38, almost 40 years. And the majority of the income, guys, I have to tell you, was really off the foundation I laid the first 10 years. I've still been building. I still share the product. I just got a customer yesterday, a new customer. I still get people all the time. But I built a massive business that first 10 years. And even when I was making good money and I had to rebuild and it was up, it's one thing to be broke and then make some money and then it drops back down and you're broke again. But I just stayed positive. And you know what it was? What I do consistently every day is I feed my mind. What books are you reading? What are you listening to? Who are you spending time with? You know, I didn't buy other people's story. I know what I believe in. I believe in these products. I believe in this opportunity. I believe in this company. I believe in where we're going and in our future, and did not get distracted and went through the ups and downs. And I've gone through a lot of personal ups and downs. It's been Juice Plus is really, here's what it is. It's really a course in personal development, cleverly disguised as a business. As you grow, your business grows. So I love what Tony says, Tony Robbins, CANI, constant and never-ending improvement. If you take that wheel of life, how's your spiritual life? How's your spiritual growth? How's your financial? How's your emotional? How's your physical? How's your relationships? You want to have that balance in all areas of your life. So this has really given me an opportunity to grow as a man and to become a better person. Juice Plus has helped me become a better person. And so I go out there and I'm a team player. I talk to everyone. So many people are so caught up on their phones all the time that they don't take the time to talk to the person in front of them and get to know that person in front of them. I could share with you a story, just how much I've grown spiritually and emotionally and just become a better person. Just the other day, I was on a lunch date with Monica, and we were downtown Sarasota. And we were on a lunch date, and I had an afternoon planned. I was going to take her for a massage and some acupuncture after lunch. And we go to park the car. And there was a homeless guy that was sitting on the sidewalk in front of us. He had no shoes on. His feet were all swollen. And he was sitting on the sidewalk with a sign, "Please help. God bless you." And I didn't do anything. I went in and had lunch. I saw him, but I didn't stop. And it was bothering me at lunch. I was having my lunch, and here I pull up in my Bentley, going to lunch, and this guy's another human being sitting out there in need. And I told Monica, I said, if that guy's still there, I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna say something. So I went up to this guy and I asked him a few questions. He told me his name. His name was Ruben. And we had to start a little conversation. And I said, is there anything you need? Anything you want? And he said, my feet are really in a really bad shape. He goes, I really need some shoes. And I don't know why I asked him. I said, well, what size? And he said, 9.5. And we talked, and I was like, oh, we're late for our appointment. I got to get out of here. We're gonna miss the appointments I had scheduled. And I got in the car and I almost drove off. And God said something to me. And I went on my phone and I searched for a shoe store. And there was a Happy Feet was just 500 yards down the street. So I said, forget the appointment. Let's go get this guy some shoes. And I went into the shoe store. And the manager of the store is there. And I said, do you have any shoes? And he went over and we got these sandals that, because his feet were so swollen that you could adjust the strap on them. And I said, he didn't have a 9.5, he had a 9 or a 10. So I said, well, give me the 10. And I said, if I buy these and they don't fit, I told him what I wanted to do. Could he bring them back and exchange them for another size, but not get the money, but get another shoe? And he said, oh, no problem. And at this point, he's getting choked up. And then Monica starts crying. And I go back to give this guy the shoes. And you talk about seeing the face of God on this guy. When I gave him the shoes, you would have thought I'd given him a lottery ticket. And what did it take? Just a few minutes to acknowledge the person, another human being in front of me, get off my phone or get out of my head, get into my heart and help this guy. And I got in the car and Monica's crying. I start crying now. I'm shaking, crying so much. And she looked at me and she said, that's why I'm with you. Right there. Not because of the money, not because of the success. That right there is why I'm with you. And I share this story with you because what does it apply to our business? Everything. How you do anything in life is how you do everything. If you have that love and you go out there and you're a giver and you want to serve other people and help them add value to their lives, and if you do that consistently with your Juice Plus business, I don't have to give you a training here today. If that's where you come from, that's how you build the business. That's that. And Ruben, it's funny, that night I was talking to Monica that night and I said, wonder how Ruben likes his new shoes. Because the guy was like, what did it take? An extra 10, 15 minutes out of my life to help someone? And that story is stuck with me. And I share that with you because it applies so much to our business, is serving others, helping another person. That's what I love about Juice Plus. It's lifting each other up. I believe in you. Let's do this together. Sign here, win here. Just pour that love into other people and your business will grow. And you're going to have challenges. Yes. Are we going through a tough time and some challenges with the IT? Roy said, that's nothing. Look at what we're going through. But you know what? You get through that. No, here's what I've found. No problem is permanent. This too shall pass, right? And problems are part of life. Pain and suffering are optional. That's the optional part. And so I look at everything. I ask God, how can I learn from this? How can I grow? What spiritual lessons can I learn? How can I be a better person from this experience? How can it give me more capacity to serve other people? Turn your pain into purpose. Some of the most painful experiences in your life can give you the most growth and more capacity to serve and help other people. That's what this Juice Plus business and this personal development course has done for me, has made me a better man in all areas of my life. And I'm growing. Growth equals growth equals all the growth is experienced outside your comfort zone. And sometimes, you get into some challenging situations and it gives you an opportunity to grow. I'm going to go on too long and use up all the time here. Jonathan, did you want to jump in and say something?
This is why I love this guy. I mean, throw him some love here. Let's get some reactions from people. And this is big picture of what our company can do for each and every one of us. I've seen these things. I've seen the course cleverly disguised as a business and personal development that we have here, the culture that we breed, this love. We are the company with a heart. And we have something that everybody wants and not many people have yet, which is the bridging that gap between what we do eat and what we should eat. And the other thing that I think gets lost sometimes is the time freedom that people get from really exercising their ability to work our business, sharing it with other people. What Jeff said is really important. We build long-term relationships, but we look for raving fan relationships as well. That retail to recruit. The idea that first box is a sale. The second box, now you've got a customer. And that follow-up that you do with each and every one of your customers is so important. Find out, like JR was saying, what is it that keeps them up at night? Find out what the misery is and get them to some meaning from it. Get them from the pain to the glory. Find out what those friction parts are and be the best part of their day. Find out how you can give them a solution to what it is that's gnawing at them. Makes sense? Because we do have something here that so many people just don't know about, that we have, like JR said, it's a responsibility to share this with others. And our best days are ahead of us, guys. They're not behind us. As Travis has assembled this amazing all-star team of people at corporate, and our ability to make big ripple effects, and that's what I call it when Juice Plus gets into you. It's a huge ripple effect, and people start to see that and feel it, and it becomes tangible. It's absolutely incredible. And people a lot of times will say to me, and I'll leave you with this before we shift into the next topic, they'll say, Jonathan, I'm not a doctor. I can't talk about Juice Plus. Good. I'm glad you're not a doctor, because you're going to say too much. That's what we in the healthcare profession do. We talk too much about it because this is so simple. Say less to more people. The first 5 minutes, they end up purchasing the product. In the next 15 minutes, you end up buying it back from them. So you say less to more people. You get them excited about what we have here to offer to people, right? I don't want you to be a healthcare professional and sure, we've got all the research and all those things that people want, but you know what they really want to know? What it's done for you. What has it done for you? The product, the opportunity, the time freedom, not missing the kids' games, being there. I mean, for me, to be able to work with your brother is priceless, by the way. To get to work with people, pick that team of people that you get to work with on a daily basis I think we've got something so unique here. People want what we have. We just have to share that with them, get them excited about it. So I'm gonna pass it back over to JR.
And Jonathan, that's so good what you just said there. I have found that facts tell. In other words, we got all the research and all the studies and all the healthcare professionals and all of that. But what sells, stories sell.
Yes.
I feel that I'm a paid storyteller, right? I get paid to tell the story, to share the story, the Juice Plus story, and talking to people. So however you do that, whether it's on social media or person to person, whatever you do, I always tell my story, my product story, what the product has meant to me, other people's stories, and I share with them the stories, and you try it and tell me what you think. We got all the research, we got all the healthcare professionals, but get good at telling your story and other people's stories, whether it's the product and the opportunity. And a lot of times people will say, well, Jeff, do you tell them about the opportunity? It's kind of like if you're on a rowboat, Roy, I got both oars in the water. I don't just have one oar and just tell the product story. I'm telling the opportunity story.
That's it.
I'm showing them not how to spend money. I'm showing them how to save money, how to offset some things. If I could show you a way where you could make an extra 500, 1,000, 2,000 part-time, or get your product for free, would you be willing to share this with other people? And I'll help you. I'll help you do it. And then I get really good at getting into their contacts and helping them tell the story and helping them have some success right out of the gate. I do what I call, Roy, called tell, show, try, do. I tell them how to do the business. Number two, I show them on the job training. Number three, they're trying it. I got them doing it with me. And but number four, they're tell, show, try, do. And then they're doing it and I cut them loose. And I go do it again with somebody else. So it's, it's constant building new customers, new partners, no matter what level you are, what rank you are, what income level you are, you always want to go out there and build new customers and new partners. Have fun with the business. Lighten up and your sales will brighten up. Don't take yourself so serious. Go out there and be that beacon of hope, that light. I tell people, turn off CNN, constant negative news, and go out there and share this message of how to take self-responsibility for your health and how to take self-responsibility for your own financial future. I have a way.
We teach people how to do that, right? How to participate in their own rescue plan.
That's right, Jonathan. And now with 2025, the New Year's kickoff, it's the best time of the year. Everyone's on their New Year's resolutions on the top of their list. I want to do better health-wise. I want to look better, feel better, lose weight, whatever it is. We meet that. We are in high demand. We meet that need at a very high level. And the other one is, I'd like to do better financially this year than I did last year. I'd like to be my own boss. I'd like to have, some additional income than what I did last year. And we show people how they can take self-responsibility for their own financial future. I'm talking too much. Back to the questions.
No, it's unbelievable because we can see you and it's not only about, the DMOs and the stuff you do daily, but it's more about what you feel about what you do, because then you have the soul inside of the action and okay, I did all the actions and nothing happened or whatever. When you put your soul in it, it's totally different. And I've been with you a couple of times and we know how crazy you were when you were, at the beginning time of Just Plus, recruiting everyone that moved. And you had so much passion inside of you until today. If I put you in Japan, I think you will make an organization in a couple of days.
You could drop me out of an airplane with a parachute and a backpack full of some products and a little bit of literature, and I could build a thriving business anywhere you land me because I'm a team player. Just like I talked to Ruben, the guy on the street, the homeless guy, the story there. That's an example of, I call it the 3-foot rule. Anybody that gets within 3 feet of me, I juice them. It's a joke. I talk to them. I ask them questions. What do you say, Jeff? I ask questions. I ask them how they're doing. And I just, with the questions, the leading questions, it gives me an opportunity to share what I do and what I'm all about. And I get and exchange the contact information and then the fortunes and the follow-up. But today, you can go quicker, faster, and build it quicker, faster, bigger, and better than ever with social media. And here's what I found, Roy. You got to turn Facebook into Facelook. It can't just be all online. You got to take your online business offline and build those relationships, build that love and connection with your team. and go out there and build a thriving business. And here's the thing today, now you can expand your business outside of Israel. There's no reason why you can't have business all throughout Europe, all throughout the North America, over in Australia. You can build a global business. And here's what's exciting about our company. We're just getting started. I believe we're at the tip of the iceberg. We're sitting on a sleeping giant. What Travis has in mind with some of these other products that he wants to come out with, and the global expansion where we want to go into Asia and South America and around the world, you could build a business, build locally, but think globally. You can build locally right there. There's plenty of diamonds right there in Israel, but you can expand your business. And maybe you don't know anybody in these other countries, but the person in front of you might know someone. Who do you know in America? Who do you know over in Europe? Who do you know? And you can then start sharing our product and our opportunity with people all over the world and have a global business. That's exciting.
So you actually invented a word. I juice them.
I juice them.
מה שג'ף הוא המציא מילה שכל מי שנמצא בטווח של 3 מטר שלו, הוא ג'וס אותו. הוא מג'ייס אותו, אנחנו צריכים לקרוא לזה. אני מג'ייס אותך, לא מנג'ס אותך. So I love it, I love it. We will make a word in Hebrew also to juice the persons. I want another, and again, I don't know what's happening to me today. I'm very Israeli. I just ask questions from my heart without asking them before. I'm asking, I think the basic of life of our מעשים שלנו והפעולות שלנו, of our actions, it's always about trust. So I want to ask you, why do you trust so much Juice Plus, and why do you trust so much what's happening now?
Travis,
because if we talked about the past and we heard about your past and about your present and about obstacles and things like that. So if we're talking about the future, you have 100% trust in Juice Plus, because all these years when we asked you sometimes, Jeff, you don't know what happened, this and this, you are always so calm. You are always like 100% science and trust in your heart. Tell us about this. How come you trust so much for the future?
Well, first of all, I live in God's will, not my will, and I put everything in God's hands.
Yes?
She said you're a very religious person.
Yes, very much so. I've grown a lot spiritually especially in the last few years. And just like we just went through 2 devastating hurricanes here. Okay, my homes got destroyed, my rental properties got destroyed. And my assistant Crystal's, when we're out on the site looking at all this and all the devastation, she said, "How can you be so calm through all this?" And I said, at the end of the day, it's just stuff. It's all God's anyway, right? So yes, I'm calm about it because we will get through this. I understand there's a problem, there's a challenge here, but we'll get through it. My trust with Juice Plus and my belief in Juice Plus is rock solid. It's rock solid. Number one, I love, love, love these products. These products are world-class products to the Juice Plus product line. It's not good timing. It's timeless. It's foundational. Dr. Smokey Santillo, when I met him 30 years ago, and the whole concept of juice powders, and, these plant powders with a purpose. Plant powders with a purpose is what we have. And these juice powders were way ahead of its time. And so the product is just getting started. I truly believe that. The opportunity that we have with Juice Plus for free enterprise and to go out there and build something of your own and not have to invest a lot of money and be able to start at the bottom and work your way up to the top and build something and create something and build it on rock, not sand. That's incredible what we have with our profession, our industry, and our opportunity here with Juice Plus. And then Travis, our new global CEO, he's putting together a world-class global expansion team. And you guys know how I feel about Simon and Shay and your leaders over there and around the world. And I just love the Juice Plus company with a heart, the Juice Plus family, our culture. So yes, the belief level is really strong. Here's the thing. I don't let anyone else rain on my parade or filter my dreams. I don't buy their story, people that are negative. And I've lost some people. I've had to let them go. But in our marketing plan, we have what's called dynamic compression. And when one goes, somebody else steps up and it's an opportunity for them to grow. Let them go so you can grow, right? And if they're negative and they've lost the belief, if you don't believe, then you need to leave. But there's always somebody else that compresses up that I can wrap my arms around and say, take that B team and turn them into a new A team and help build some new leadership. And some of my best people were not people that I sponsored personally. They might have been 5 or 10 levels down that have now compressed up frontline. Look at me. My sponsor dropped out of the business and I compressed up I'm frontline to the company. There was probably 5 or 6 people between me and the company. They're all gone. It's insanity. I mean, if they'd have just stuck around. I mean, what a mistake. So my belief level is sky high. I'm looking forward to being with all of you that are going to be in Berlin. This is not the last call we can do, Roy, Liat. We can let's do a follow-up call with everybody after Berlin and get everyone on.
Perfect.
And we can review some of our takeaways from Berlin and do another call. I know it's 45 minutes and I've got this next call, but I want you to leave wanting more, and we're willing to give more. We're here for you. And I just want to tell you, I'm American. I was born over here in the United States, but my heart is with you guys in Israel. I love you guys. And I know Jonathan feels the same way. And we just want to tell you, we love you. We appreciate you. We're so proud of you guys, what you're doing over there. What an example for everyone around the world.
Really is.
A great call. Thank you so much. You gave us so much. Thank you for that call.
Thank you so much for every word. We write it all, and we didn't only hear your words, but we felt
Thank you.
Your hearts, and it's a privilege to see you also, Jonathan. We are waiting for you in Israel again. Thank you so much. Thank you, everybody, for being here.
Right.
Love you so much. Thank you. We'll see you
Bye-bye.
next.
Mad love and respect, guys.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.